Jury selection begins in Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial. Can justice be impartial when fame gets in the way? Sean Diddy Combs is no stranger to the spotlight, but this time, the stage is a federal courtroom in New York. The music mogul's legal team and federal prosecutors begin a grueling process, selecting 12 jurors for one of the most talked about criminal trials of the year. It is not just any jury selection. This is voir dire under pressure, with Judge Arun Subramanian presiding over what legal experts are already calling an uphill battle for both sides. Why? Because everyone, and their neighbor's cousin, has heard of Diddy. Let's be real. Who has not? From Billboard hits to red carpet appearances, Diddy has been a fixture of American pop culture for decades. But now, his image as a music powerhouse is clouded by federal charges that are both explosive and deeply disturbing. He is facing multiple counts: racketeering, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and even transporting individuals for prostitution. And to top it off, 2 additional indictments have brought more charges and another alleged victim into the mix. Diddy has pleaded not guilty. But that is only the beginning. The impossible ask: a jury without bias. Here is the problem, and it is a big one. How do you find 12 individuals in New York City who can sit in that jury box and say, with a straight face, that they have not already formed an opinion? Spoiler alert: most have. Duncan Levin, a defense attorney based in New York, put it bluntly. The challenge is not finding people who know of Diddy. The challenge is finding people who have not already judged him. Media coverage exploded in March 2024 after Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles were raided by Homeland Security. Since then, his name has barely left the headlines, not just in music columns but in legal commentary, think pieces, and late-night monologues. Civil suits, allegations of assault, videos surfacing, it has been relentless. And here is where it gets messy. The prosecution does not want a secret Diddy fan club quietly nodding from the jury box. The defense, on the other hand, is laser-focused on weeding out jurors swayed by the Me Too movement or those who believe every accusation equals guilt. Fair trial? That is the judge's dream. But the lawyers? They are playing chess, not checkers. From Trump to Diddy, can high-profile trials ever be fair? Some experts say it can be done. After all, New York seated a jury for Donald Trump's criminal trial, and that was no small feat either. So why not for Diddy? Mark Weissman, another New York-based attorney, believes the process will be long but doable. Potential jurors will complete detailed questionnaires before even facing the judge. The goal? To narrow the pool to those who can promise, on record, to judge based only on evidence, not headlines. Sounds reasonable, right? Until you remember that jurors will be warned. They will see a disturbing video of Diddy allegedly assaulting his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Imagine sitting through that and being asked, can you stay unbiased? Honestly, could you? What both sides are really looking for. So what does the ideal juror look like in this case? That depends on who is asking. The prosecution wants level-headed citizens who have never danced to Bad Boy for life and are not likely to excuse serious charges because the defendant once threw legendary parties. They also do not want jurors who believe that attending a sex party means blanket consent. Spoiler: it does not. The defense is chasing something else entirely. Independent thinkers. Skeptical minds. People who understand that public image is not the same thing as evidence of criminal activity. They are avoiding anyone with personal trauma, especially victims of sexual violence or parents of teenage daughters. Not to mention those hungry for fame, the kind who dream of writing a tell-all afterward. A tough crowd, even in Manhattan. New Yorkers are famously sharp, skeptical, and, let's face it, not easily impressed by fame. That might work in Diddy's favor. Or it might not. Entertainment lawyer Trey Lovell summed it up: almost every potential juror will come in with some opinion. The million-dollar question is whether they can put it aside. Can they focus on the charges, the testimony, the law, not the gossip? That is the core of this trial. Because in the end, this is not about what Diddy said on a record, or who he dated, or how much money he made. It is about what can be proven in court. And whether 12 strangers can tune out the noise long enough to see it. So buckle up. This is just the beginning, and the spotlight is not dimming anytime soon.